Hello. So to start off with, happy Dashera to all of you who are celebrating. It's been quite a while. I've not really posted any proper content, so there's something that was in my mind for quite a bit, and I thought that I just had the time to share it. This is in continuation, in link to what I mentioned few days back, where I said that everything that you do in your life, every action you take, everything that you do has a purpose behind it. It's just that you need to understand that there is a purpose behind whatever you do. So some of y'all or my known people had pinged me in this context asking that what do you mean by purpose. So as in, purpose is not always, guys, ki we have to do something in order to save the world, or we have to do something humongous, or we have to be in the army, we have to be in the defenses. Yes, helping other people, being kind and compassionate to the people and animals around, that's a common human purpose that all of us has. But there is something else that I would like to mention in this video today. So a very, not a very high funder, but a very simple answer to for you all to reflect when you think that what is your life purpose. You can take it in this way, that sometimes our life purpose can also be linked to the purpose of what our elderlies, maybe our parents, maybe our grandparents, maybe people in our family, they couldn't achieve, as in the dreams that they had. People in our family are elderlies, people who are elderlies, and our parents, our grandparents, who really love us, but at their time there were certain dreams that they had which they couldn't fulfill. And in today's date, you get a chance to fulfill those dreams that are somewhere linked to the dreams your elderlies, your parents and people had. So that means that you are living their life purpose, so that itself becomes your purpose. So in order to explain a little with examples, I'll probably highlight a couple of points from my life. So I'll just take quick 2 or 3 examples from my life which can help you relate to yours. First, let me take the example of my mom. She was a brilliant student in terms of studies, and she did her bachelor's in science, master's, she did journalism, she did a lot of courses, but in the end she just got caught up with family responsibilities and everything. And of course, my dad's side of the family were not quite lenient on she being financially independent or she working. This is a common thing for a lot of us. So she had her dreams, she did a lot of courses, but unfortunately, and she got pregnant with me 2 months after her marriage, so she couldn't pursue those dreams. So she always raised me up from childhood with with this belief or this principle that whatever you do in life, learn to balance all aspects of your life, but always be financially independent. And her dream was to work for well-known companies, to earn a lot, and mainly for her it was very important to not ask for money to fulfill her desires, which she always had to do, asking my dad for money. So she always lived with that that hurt, that if she wants to buy anything, if she wants to do anything, she doesn't have the money of her own to do that. So that was like a dream of hers, that she wanted to live her life without having to ask for the money to do those things. And so today she tells me, when she looks at me, when she sees me, she tells that I feel that you are living my lives, my dreams, and you are fulfilling that purpose on behalf of me, that you are not financially dependent on anyone, and you do things for yourself. You are completely self-reliant. So this is one example, guys, for you all to relate with your situation. So the second, I'm just starting with my mom and dad, and I'll take one example of my grandfather. So my dad, of course, like I am not in touch with my dad anymore, but my dad loved film industry, and he tried a lot in his younger ages when my mom and dad were dating each other. He, like, Mumbai, the city Mumbai was his big time dream. So he wanted to pursue a career in the entertainment industry, and he did a lot of struggles to get one chance. So yeah, my dad came and he stayed in Mumbai, of course, in very like small lodge, PG kind of places. This was very early, in their early 20s or so, and he lived in Mumbai in Santa Cruz area for 3 years, and he was struggling to get small roles. That was his dream, to pursue a career in acting, and that did not happen. Basically, he wanted to be a part of the glamour industry, and he went back to Kolkata with a lot of disappointment. Today I'm not in touch with him, but I'm sure that he would be glad to know or happy to know that I am, if not completely, I am living a part of his dream, because I am living in the city of his dreams, and I'm kind of settling here, or trying to get settled here. So in a way, I'm trying to live my dad's purpose. And for some reason, I had this desire when I was like 13-14 years old. Since then, I wanted to be into modeling, not as a full-time, because I always knew that I have to be financially independent and I have to do my 9 to 5 and stuffs, but as a part of my passion, I always wanted to be a part of the glam industry or the entertainment industry. So yeah, that was there, but I was so caught up with earning money, and basically being the breadwinner from for the family from a very early age. So hence I didn't get to pursue that passion. But once I was a little, I felt that okay, now I have time and the finances to pursue my passion. Starting from 2018, 2019, I did get into this, the glam industry, just as a part of my passion. And it was those were kind of proud moments when I kept winning pageants and I got offers for shoots. Even now, of course, when I've come to Mumbai, I do get more offers, whether it's ads or whether it's albums and all. So small, big, whatever it is, I'm glad and I'm happy and I'm content with the fact that of course, Dad, if you're watching this video, you will know that at least I'm living your life's purpose or your dream in some kind of way. So that is again another purpose of life, that basically I'm living for my dad's dreams. So that's one more purpose. And the third and the last example, that is something that I'm yet to do, but it's kind of in the pipeline. I'm not being able to find the bandwidth to be able to do it. So the third thing is that, if you all know, Bengalis are very much they are very richly into literature. So talking about my mom's family, whether it's my mom's father, I mean both my grandparents side, my mom's father and my mom's mother, they both come from very rich backgrounds of people who have been into literature, being a professor, being a teacher, lecturer and authors. So just a small story, my mom's dad's as in my great grandfather, so he wrote the Indian Annual Register, if you all have heard of it, India Annual Register, in between the year 1930 to 1935. You all can find it in the archives if you search with Indian Annual Register, H.N. Mitra. That's my great grandfather's name. So what happened is, after the Indian Annual Register was complete for the entire year, for those 4-5 years, there was an offer made by the officials from the parliament to my grandfather, and my grandfather's brother, that we want to keep that register and we want to take that register into parliament. Yeah, so they reached out to my grandfather and his brother that we want the register. So ideally, I mean, the people from the parliament or the officials, whoever had come, they tricked my grandfather into getting the register, taking some signatures from them, and did not pay the royalties for it. So at that time, so it was a kind of, heritage thing, right? They didn't want to give away the annual register just to the parliament. It is still there, it is still kept over in the library of the parliament, but the reason they wanted to give it to the government of India was they really needed money at that time, and that was promised. But the government officials had tricked them so bad that they made them sign certain papers and everything, and they took away the register, and they did not pay the royalties or did not pay the necessary amounts that they were supposed to. So it was kind of, you can say, a theft or a robbery in some kind of way. So again, that was justice not being served in that particular scenario. So for me, the next aim is to be able to be the author of a book which I'm trying to write, but I'm not finding the bandwidth or the time, and I'm also having a writer's block with everything that's going on in my life. So yeah, I feel that one purpose I haven't yet served, which I am due to, because I kind of need to live the dream for my great grandfather. He was a writer, he was an author, but his works were not published in a proper way. There was trickery involved, there was manipulation involved. So just a few months back, Notion Press reached out to me, and I don't know how, but they reached out to me. They want me to publish kind of a book, or just be an author to a book of my own. So yeah, I'm just I do have some concepts in mind. I'm just doing a rough draft of the things, but yeah, I'm not getting the time, facing the writer's block, like I said. But yeah, that's again but I am quite determined to be able to finish off the book that I'm trying to write and be able to publish it successfully, because that's something that I believe is one of my purpose, because I will be able to justify the dream that my great grandfather had for his writings and stuff, which was not given the due respect. So yeah, again, this is the last example that I wanted to share with you all, with about life purposes and how it's related to the dreams of our elderlies. Yeah, so the concluding the video over here, the point of the video is, guys, like I said, everything that you do has a purpose. So find your purpose. It can be in the day-to-day tasks. I found my purpose in a lot of the day-to-day tasks as I do, as well as I found my purpose in living or in continuing the unfulfilled dreams of some of my family members who really mattered to me. So in the same way, you can also find your purpose, and once you find your purpose in your life, you will see you will be able to get out of depression. You will not feel inferior or insecure about yourself, and life will make a lot more sense actually. So yeah, signing off with that. Happy rest of the Sunday and happy Dasera to all of you all. Bye bye.